Hello again, YouTube. This is going to be a video on how I repaired the couple of rust spots on my rear bumper. I bought a new vehicle, a new Tacoma. The rear bumper had some rust spots that were covered up with a paint pen. You could tell that the previous owner knew about them. He covered them up. I knew about it. It wasn't a make or break, but I'm not someone who likes to have those little imperfections on my bumper. So instead of paying somebody like $400 or $500 to repaint my bumper, I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to show you how. So this is the bumper, and you probably can't tell until you get up close. You see these little imperfections, and you can see they had painted over. They were starting to bubble out, and they had just literally gone ahead and used a paint pen and went right over top of them. The problem with that is that it's going to keep growing, and that's what I can't stand. I can't stand the look of that. So that bothers me. So what you got to do is, I'm using my Dremel, okay, with just a little sandpaper bit. I'm going and I'm sanding it down, all the way down, getting rid of any kind of rust, and then I'm going to paint pen it. And let's see, I have a piece done right here, and again, unless I was to point that out to you, you wouldn't even be able to tell. So that's how I'm doing it. It's quite simple. You literally just bring it down. Don't be worried about going a little too outside the margins, you know. You see one right up there. I'll paint it and I'll show you what it looks like, and then you have the clear coat, and then I'm going to put a buffing wheel on here, and I'm going to buff it out, and you'll see what it looks like in the end. So there's quite a few of these little spots. I'll show you what it looks like in the end. So that is after I've applied one coat. Now again, if you get up real close, you can see it, okay, but it's no longer bubbling out. And even though I can see it and I'll be able to look at it, people from behind may not be able to. At this stage, it might get better. As I said, I'm going to apply a second coat, and then I'm going to use a buffing wheel on the Dremel tomorrow once it has a real good chance to dry. But the fact of the matter is, at least I know it's not going to continue rusting. And you can see, like, I mean, right here, like the rust bubble was smaller than that, but the fact of the matter is it undermines, so it continues to travel underneath the paint, and then it gets bigger. By the time it bubbles out, it's actually bigger than what you can actually see. So that's why you gotta really Dremel around, get all that rust out, and then paint over top of that. And again, if you have the money, just go ahead and get somebody to paint this. This is gonna be like a $300 to $500 job, depending on if you have a body man. But the fact of the matter is, I'm doing this for 14 bucks, and this is going to give me the ability to keep from having to spend $300 to $500 for another like 5 years or so. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And again, from afar you can't see. Up close, sure you can. And I'll take a picture after I have a chance to buff it, and then I'll do a test one to see whether or not I even want to apply the clear coat, because I don't even know if I need to. And yeah, I even found a couple of little rust spots. They're on the tailgate. You see right here? You can't even tell from like a couple of feet away. These paint pens are pretty good. Again, in the right light you can see them, but it's a 10-year-old truck, so yeah, that's better than what it was. So this is just an update a few months after I've done it. Honestly, I've asked other people, like, can you see anything? And they can't. You can barely ever notice. This camera actually picks up pretty good, but that was a very easy fix, and all done for $14.